Oh, bunnies. Come on in, doggone. This is having a snuggle. I do have their pellets, though. I will call them over eventually. Good morning, Aunt Hall and Zara and Max. Good morning, Carl. How be do? How is everyone? How's it going? Here we go. Hello. You come to haggle for pellets? Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Boba. Gerry has been asking for his pellets for about half an hour now. I was folding the laundry and he kept coming over and I would just feel this little like presence by my feet and be like, hello. He's like, you can have them. Why haven't you given them to him? Anhu, would you rather I gave them off stream? I immediately know exactly that you're going to say, I'd rather you did both. Morning, Monmouth. Good morning, Achancho. Good morning, Asanta. There it is. Why not both? Morning, Morgan. Tried your Bunby up to be neutered. Oh, fingies crossed. Good morning, Sarah. I need to take mine in to have their little nails did. Hang on, buddies. Good morning, Zaf. Morning, Megalomaniac. Jerry. I need to stand up to get the pillies. Oh, such a little guy. The tiny amounts you can waddle forward before a bunny will try to jump in front of your feet. Fifi, there we go. Little ones. Good morning, Steve. Morning, Hamish. We've had a few. I need to buy them more pellets actually. I'm getting to the bottom of the bag, but these ones are pellets that I accidentally got. Well, they sent me the wrong one, and I opened it up. I'd already cut the bag open before I noticed. So I'm wondering whether to stick with these ones or go for the ones I was meant to get, or whether to get both of them and just do a big mix bag. I'm Wuthering Heights. I'm out on the frosty moors. I can't remember the first line to that song. Out on the windy wily moors? I can only think of it if I'm singing it in the silly voice. It was like the minty ones. Oh, the Burgess. The Burgess minty ones. So I meant to get the senior bun pellets. Fine, because obviously they do be house bunnies. So I just stuck with them, and they still had some of their normal Science Select ones. Good morning, Sarah. Morning, Nedzek. But oh, and morning, Palin. But I was wondering whether I should get the house bunny ones again, or whether I should move on to the senior bun ones. I think it's all just to do with the levels of out on the wily windy moors. Oh, okay, I got it the wrong way around. I was thinking about maybe I could just get both, mix them all together, and then hopefully they're getting everything they need. I mean, they seem happy on whichever ones they have. Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Kai. You saying broccoli. Honestly, when we were playing Plate Up the other day, every time someone said broccoli, I was like, my ears were sort of, I wanted to meerkat. I was like, yeah. I'm so used to it being my name now. I think I respond to it more than my actual name. They told me my Bunby was a chunk. See, Gerry keeps having the opposite of that. They keep saying that he's losing weight, so I'm trying to give them more pellets in these last few days to see if I can But truth be told, I've not weighed him in like a week or something, so he might have put it all back on and I've just gone too far now. So, but it's winter. You know, you should be putting a bit more on, eh? You Cosy broccoli. It's just one of those, you know, like I get it occasionally, like broccoli. Uh, Brinkley. It's just got, and then like, when we got broccoli on plate-up, Kirsty was like, "But we've already got broccoli. She's right here." At the vet's yesterday, I saw the paperwork for a 22-kilogram cockapoo. Big doggo Lucy is 12 kilograms. I mean, I guess does it depend if like they're from, you know, which poo they're from? Like if it's from a standard poodle or a miniature or a toy poodle. Maybe if you go full poo, you get a bigger dog. I love big poodles. I mean, all poodles tend to be pretty lovely dogs, but your little feet. But I do love I do love the big poodles. Come on in, owls. You don't really see standard poodles that much anymore. I grew up with one, which I guess probably why I've got such a soft spot for them. But my auntie had a standard poodle called Oscar. He was so lovely. Loveliest dog you could have, you know, could have introduced you to the world of dogs, sort of thing. But yeah, he had she legs. You always feel bad for what some owners do to poodles grooming wise. Oh, you mean like the pom-pom. The typical pom-pom poodle. Yeah, I think Oscar got that once. I think my auntie was like, I'm going to try it. And then never again. Harry, happy February. Oh, I'm going to try and do more recipe videos. Not daily. But yeah, just more in general. Aren't they high maintenance? Not really. They're hypoallergenic dogs, so they don't shed particularly. They're very intelligent dogs, but they're also not aloof, but quite independent. So you don't really have to they don't constantly demand attention or anything. Poodles are actually very not easy dogs because obviously all dogs are a lot of responsibility, but morning, Dave. They are too intelligent. Willow can open a pedal bin. But yeah, they are very lovely doggos. I think they're not more popular than other doggo breeds just because of the independent sort of thing. I think because you know, obviously when you've got the bounding loyalty of you know, other doggos, which is part of the reason people get dogs, which is fair dues. But there's different strokes for different folks. I often used to make hypoallergenic crossbreeds with labs and stuff. Yeah, come on, Laboto, come on in, Shock Dog. Come on in, a Ruvert. We're talking poodles today. But yeah, I absolutely loved Oscar. He was very good. There's so many photos of when we've had family gatherings and stuff, and it's just me cuddled up with the dog in the dog basket instead of being social. And I started as I meant to go on. Fifi, so long she doesn't fit on screen. to download extra. Gerry, you leave Tushy alone. Being a naughty boy. He's just a hungry boy today. Every time I went to stroke him, he was just like, do you want your boat? Oh, you don't need your boat. Every time I went to stroke him, he was just trying to like smell my hand, like, what do you have? Do you have food? Breakfast? No. He started to molt today, just as Fifi's molt is finally like, finally working its way through. I noticed like here, you can just about see his molt lines starting to come through, and on his face as well. And I was like, oh no. From one fluffy bun to another fluffy bun. How do you feel about when poodles look like advertisements for cotton balls? Yeah, I'm not keen on that. I was saying that my auntie's dog got that once. I guess just because it was like becoming the fashion for poodles. But yeah, he looked very silly, and he never had that haircut again. He was just kept, natural after that. I love poodles' little feet though. For some reason they just get such funny little feet. They are a bugger to dry is the main thing. Whenever we used to give like cockapoos weren't as bad, but anything that had that sort of curly poodly fur, if you had to give them a bath after at the vet, like trying to dry them afterwards was always so much more difficult than other doggos. But yeah, they were all very lovely dogs though. I mean, poodles and Labradors both have very lovely temperaments, so Labradoodles always seem very lovely. And yeah, cockapoos as well are lovely doggos. They're one of the most common types of doggo that we had in at the vet. Very, very popular. Is it Stardew this afternoon? It is. Gerry has abandoned us for the toilet. There's a toy poodle I follow called Mew who's just round. Oh no. Oh no. The only doggo I've ever been tempted to adopt was a toy poodle. And I absolutely fell in love with that doggo. They were called Bailey, and they were just something about this dog. I just, from the moment I saw them, I fell in love with them. But they ended up, they did get another home. They had a very bad start to life, and they ended up with my friend. And she always was like, even though she'd taken him in, she always seemed to know that he wasn't always going to stay with her, sort of thing. And eventually one of her friends came round, and he just absolutely fell in love with this friend of hers. And she was like, you two seem meant to be together. Do you want to keep him? And they did. So, but yeah, that's the only doggo I think that would have been for me. Good morning, Thomas. You decided which Kirsty to marry yet? What, in Stardew? I mean, I imagine I'm gonna go for Lance and follow it through this time. Do the honourable thing. Not abandon him at the altar again. But I don't know. I keep on seeing all these like articles and stuff that are like 1.6 to be released this year, and I'm so worried that we're gonna get like part way through and he will just release the update. But yeah, Morning, Da Vinci. Has Rillian picked out the mod selection for you yet? Yeah, well, hopefully, because we're starting today. But fingers crossed. Come on in, JB. The buns are doing good. They're hiding at the moment, but they are here. Honest. But yeah, poodles were originally bred with Labradors because of creating hypoallergenic guide dogs. So it's more about poodling the Labrador fur, so to speak. I do believe that is the term, poodling it. Is he including the Sexy Linus mod? That's base game, Anho. Morning, Go. Morning, Striker. Let's see if I can call a bunny over. I'm expecting the grandpa's bed mod. Oh my gosh. Gerry! I saw his little ears go forward. He knows I am here. Gerry! You finished pooping? You finished pooping? Would you like your joint tablets? Would that make you a happy boy? Aww. My parents have a Labradoodle and she's a bit nuts. She's so big when she sees me and jumps, her front legs go on my shoulders. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'll get you your little tablet, Gerry. I know. It's a very exciting time, it is. Very exciting time. You want that one there? I put it down there. There. Did you find it? I hear nibbling. Fifi! There you go. Oh my gosh, I just headbutted my hand. And then, oh my goodness. Sniffles. One for you. One for the little shark. There you go. Keep you running around causing chaos. Tea. I might be completely wrong about this, but JB, is it you who messaged Kirsty and I? And if it is, I did read it and I will respond. I'm so bad with replying to things in my head and then forgetting to actually send replies. But I was thinking about it this morning. Hello. I got into a good habit of, before bed, I would write down a to-do list for the next day. And then I very quickly got out of the habit again because I forgot one day. One in Delta. But, hello. But yeah, I do need to get back into that habit again. It all just got a bit messy with, hello. It all just got a bit messy with the recipe videos, but I should be able to pick it up again now. I had a very long dream last night where I got to play with Gerry and Ffion for ages. I woke up and fell asleep again and had another. I had a sad dream last night. I didn't record it because I was like, I don't really want to, morning, Arno. I don't really want to think about this one again. But, yeah, it was a poo dream. Rob, you were in it. Which, it wasn't you. Okay, that's fine. I sleep with my watch on, which leads me to a random one where the reminder set at 3 a.m. Yeah, I set myself a reminder for after stream today that I'm hoping will help me. Because it's one of those things, it's like sometimes remembering something but not being able to do it straight away still ticks it off on my like mental to-do list because I'm like, well, I thought of it now. Morning, Pug. But so yeah, I have to be careful to, like, if I think of something, to write it down somewhere else straight away so that I know it's not being done. It's like I went through weeks of just going like, my taxes. And then I'd be like, well, I've remembered I need to do them now. Don't need to worry about that. The only thing I can remember about my dream was the songs were liquid and could be held in bottles to be sold. Oh, you didn't drown. Had a needing the toilet dream. Those are so frustrating. I had a dream that it was Call the Midwife episode and they had to take care of an egg. Aww. Oh, him long legs. And his little bald thigh. Bless he. No, Rob, you didn't drown. You just weren't feeling very well. But at the same time, read into this what you will. At the same time, you were also my mum. So, I don't know. Morning, Sharples. I know, his little bald patch, it will grow back, fingers crossed. Hopefully they won't need any more. I mean, touch wood, hopefully they won't need another blood test. When I was younger, I used to keep a dream book. I still remember all the dreams I wrote down. It is funny how, like how much more aware of dreams you become when you start thinking about them more and recording them and stuff. I mentioned a recent dream on the last conversation. Oh, the sand one. Yeah, that did not sound pleasant. Did not sound pleasant at all. Sharples, thank you very much for the 10 months. Whoa, only 10 months? That's still a long time. And Zarek, thank you very much for the 47 months. Almost time for a character upgrade. Oh my gosh, whilst I think about it, I'm so sorry for causing any ear problems yesterday when, with my screaming. I tried so hard not to scream, but it's just such a natural reaction for me to just, like, it's one of those things that I know when people say, like, oh, you know, streamers play it up for the camera and stuff like that, and I'm like, no, I'm actually trying to tone it down. But I can't help it. I wish I didn't scream like that. But I just do. Was this on Lethal Company? Yeah. Yeah. Everyone wants to yell yippee. If that could be my natural reaction, if yippee could be my natural reaction instead of just full-on screams that peak my mic into crunchy ear bleeding. Dear oh dear. Good morning, Kat. Is that in the dream book? No, see, it was weird. It was like, I was sat with my mum and she said she wasn't feeling well. I was like, oh no, I said, let's get you to A&E. So I went to A&E. But then that bit of the dream didn't really happen. Like, something completely different happened. And then later, I was walking along next to Rob, who was like the same character. And I was just like, you feeling a bit better? You feeling okay now? I don't know at what point. And then I was like, I had my friend's, the same friend's doggo who I dreamt about the other week. I was with him, but I was also with like a little Jack Russell puppy, and it was the first time they met, and I was like, oh, they're getting along so well. It was really nice. They were so snuggly. Just copy Kirsty's Discord setup and get your Discord to cut you off if you even remotely shout. Yeah. Come on in, G-Vote. I've been told some of my noses sound like a despairing horse. What does a despairing horse sound like? That's about as a despairing horse as I can do. To go into the hospital, I feel like a whole new person. Yes. They've just become Rob. And there was like a whole other bit in the dream about my friend visiting his uncle, but he was simultaneously two people as well, and his uncle was played by two different people. It was like, it was weird. Every time, like in the dream, it made perfect sense because I was just like, of course, this is this person. But yeah, it was odd. It was odd. I've got quite a bank of dreams saved up now. So we're good for comf for a while. And the next one we record is a guest episode, so I don't even need to have any dreams. Look at all this. This is definitely a molt coming through. That's me not even trying, Gerry. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Little guy. Oh, poo. I need to remember to, see, I've done it again. I've just remembered something in a time when I can do nothing about it. I need to, carry a tiny detective's notepad at all times so I can write down notes. Last dream I went to Starbucks and was really conflicted about buying anything, which I've been trying harder to give up caffeine. So now oh my gosh, I had the nicest cup of tea last night and it was caffeine free, which is why I mentioned it. That wasn't me being a dick. Oh, it was so good. It was like Earl Grey with bergamot and nutmeg. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Good morning, Ffion. It was I went to this Imbolc event to celebrate Imbolc. What brand is this tea? This is the thing. It was just made by witches. So I don't know. It was just made on site by them. Their recipe. I'm going to see if I can get the recipe. It was so good. They were saying that nutmeg in like big quantities can sometimes cause hallucinations. But they were like, generally it just poisons people if they have too much. So there was only a little bit in it. Imbolc. So it's spelled Imbolc, and it's basically, so on the like, I guess, pagan-y sort of calendar, there's or like, you know, the old festivals, there's the solstices and the equinoxes, and then there's also 4 festivals that are like in between all of them. So Imbolc is the one that's between Yule and Uster, and it's about the first signs of spring. So it'll be for when the shoots are coming up and when seeds are starting to do their thing, stuff like that. It was really nice. But yeah, good tea. That was my takeaway. We had good soup, good tea. Sign me up. But yeah, I really want the recipe for both the soup and the tea because, oh my gosh, they were lush. And they had this really big, like, plaited bread as well. That was really lovely, which I expect Arnold to be making sometime soon, as he is bread boy now. But yeah, it was nice. Team Rainbow Witches, I've just tuned in a wee hi. Nope, still just British. Still just British. But yes. Look at you. Nutmeg also has a relatively low lethal dose. Really? How low are you talking? Like, not like a teaspoon or something. Like a mug, a cup. What a cup of nutmeg. I mean, I feel like any more than a little bit of nutmeg is relative to other spices. Okay. Does everything have a lethal dose? Is there like a lethal dose of... When your mind goes blank and you can't think of anything. Cumin. Good morning, Hansen. 1 to 3 nutmegs is... Wait, I don't... Okay, truth be told, I don't really know what a nutmeg is. 3 teaspoons will make you go loopy for a bit. Oh my gosh. I only really use nutmeg like once a year, and it's in the what you call it, the nut roast I make for Christmas. What about, when people were, what was this whole cinnamon challenge people were doing? Was that dangerous? I don't really know what it was. Was it just that they were eating a teaspoon of cinnamon or something and it dries your mouth out? Why are we talking about this the other day? Oh, sorry, this was an off-stream conversation. I realise now. So I asked my friends the other day, if you were paid £1 million, would you eat a bath bomb? And before I tell you their responses, let me just gauge, non-strange people's responses. £1 million, would you eat a bath bomb? Y/N. Knowing what they're made of, no. Okay, a very sensible response. 1 million, hell yeah. Okay, the other end of the... Does it have to be in one go? No, you can eat it like an apple. It can be any smell you want. Depends if the bath bomb is edible. No, it has to be like just a standard bath bomb. If it smells edible, all bets are off. How big is the bath bomb? Like this big, like one of the big ones. I figure if they go in the bath, they can't be too poisonous. At least there's some hesitation coming from you. Because my friends were like, yeah, of course I would. I'd do it for a £5. So then we started talking about, well, funny you should say, can I wash it down with a glass of water? Because we started then saying, I was like, could I eat a packet of cream crackers first? Because then my mouth would dry out and then the bath thing wouldn't fizz. It would be fine. Because I could... Yeah, then you could just sort of chew it. It wouldn't be as bad as if it was foaming at the same time. So I wonder if you could do the same with cinnamon. I wonder if you just had if you lined your mouth with cinnamon first, dried it out a bit, or the bicarbonate of soda that makes it fizz and make an internal volcano. Oh... Because then there was talk of would it still count if you fizzed it and then drank it? Either way, for the record, I do not endorse this in any way. This is just dumb Discord conversations that we have in the evening. But yeah. Would you poop out the colours? Oh my gosh, like in that advert for Squatty Potty with the unicorn. Because when your knees are up and you're pooping properly, you do rainbow poos. That's what I learned from that. Too late, where's my million? It's because we were talking... Okay, so this conversation started because I was saying, if you could make one thing that isn't edible, what would you have? Like when you have nice looking or nice smelling soaps. Imagine if you could actually eat those and stuff, and then it got onto bath bombs after that. Yeah. Just the Aurora Borealis, you would eat that. Or are you talking about how you would poop if you ate I want to eat the Northern Lights. Just get a really long straw. Everyone else is admiring them and you're just there like... Candles when they leave wax after they burn. Yeah. Be a pelican, eat the world. I can't remember how we got onto that conversation though. That's as far back as context really goes. Hello. How are you doing, Angel? Did you have a good poop? pleasant poopings upon this fine day? Yeah. I could go for more of that bread we had last night. I did have a second portion of soup. I almost said soap. Didn't eat soap. But I did have... It was baked potato soup. It was so nice. Oh, she means business. She's put her little hand upon my leg now. Thank you. Here's one for you. Would you monetize your dreams if when you slept they'd be broadcast on Twitch like a live TV show for people to watch? I don't know. I think that would be far too... Like, I know what I dream about sometimes. And I think people would know too much. I think dreams are far too... what do you call it? Intimate. Thank you, Fifi. This is very lovely. Very lovely indeed. Silas wouldn't have to worry about his dreams being broadcast to because he doesn't have any. Although I guess, you know, we only remember like a certain portion of our dreams. I guess if all your dreams were being were being broadcast, they'd be the ones that even you don't remember. I guess in a way it would be interesting to be able to watch them back. Shows up naked in mine. He does. With strange frequency. I guess it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy eventually, doesn't it? But yeah, no, I feel like dreams are... Like, there are some times when we'll be talking on Comfort Zone and all of a sudden, like, a meaning of a dream suddenly clicks into place. And I'm thinking, like, oh, geez, I know that... Hello! I know that, like, I'll be, you know, I'll suddenly realize, like, oh, this is about this thing that is, like, a very personal thing. And I'm just like, oh, I hope other people haven't made this connection. Hello. I'm trying to keep you balanced, Gerry, but I'm sat in a bit of an odd way for you to be balanced. Also, Fifi's trying to stick her nose up your bum. I'm sorry. Should I try and shuffle? Or are you okay there? Put my leg down a bit. There you go. Oh. Oh, he did not want... I wouldn't want people to look me in the eye if they saw themselves in my dreams. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's like... Because... It feels worse than it is, I think, when you have dreams about people. Because often it's more about, like, what they represent to you rather than the actual... I mean, obviously, sometimes it is as simple as it being the person themselves. But, like, if I dream about Silas, it's not necessarily Silas. It could be to do with work, or he could represent... streamers, or he could represent I don't know, any other things, travel, so yeah, it's not necessarily Silas himself. I know people I know have appeared in dreams before, but I can't actually remember any time. Yeah, but then sometimes it is simple as you do just dream about that person because they are that person and you're thinking about them. It's been strange, like, when we started the podcast, I sort of found dreams interesting, but it is funny how many different things have opened up through talking about them and researching them and stuff. I've had one Yogscast related dream and it's just me walking past Simon Lane and him pointing at the sign like, hey. I've only ever had one dream and it was just Oh, you had a Gerry dream. I think Gerry represented Yogcon during that. Ah. Wait, I was thinking about something to do with Yogcon yesterday. Oh, no, I wasn't. I was thinking about Chance Encounters. I went to Chance Encounters and I was thinking, like, we should do sightings here. I don't know why. The one dream I had that I wasn't sure was just future stuff from the zombie apocalypse, so unless that's also... Oh no. Oh no. Characters from a series I've been reading appeared in my dreams recently. I don't know if I've ever had any dreams about... I've had dreams about stuff I've been watching, but I don't remember a time I've had dreams about things I've been reading. I mean, I probably have, but I can't recall any at the moment. But yeah, I woke up laughing at how dumb it was. It is funny when you, like, I've woken up laughing at dreams before. I mean, it's a nice way to start the day. If you're like, you know, I'd rather that than being suddenly woken up because you dreamt there's a burglar or something in the house. But yeah, I had a funny one the other day. I can't remember if I mentioned or not. I remember having Minecraft in my dreams back when I was playing it. Yeah, I did towards the end of January start getting dreams just about recording and editing recipe videos, and I was like, oh, thank goodness that didn't start earlier in the month, otherwise it would have driven me mad. I used to get, back when I was doing freelance camera stuff, I would have stress dreams at the night before every job that I started. So it was always like that first night's sleep was always horrible. I'd always start a job on terrible night's sleep, which wasn't fun. And because I would do just like 2-week contract sort of thing, you'd then be into the next one and having your next terrible night's sleep. But yeah, if I dreams there is in a non-specific game, that's where it's closely got to video games. I know that Kirsty has a lot of video game dreams. I don't think I tend to. I tend to have more real life situation dreams. Like, I get frustration dreams a lot where I feel like I've not really like got restful sleep because I've been doing so much. It's like, I'm trying to think how to describe it. It's like dreams where you're interrupted a lot, I think, are the ones I find the most frustrating. Like you're trying to do something and someone's there just like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do this. And then I find myself waking up like, oh, geez, I need to do this. And I'm like, no, it's like 3 a.m, go back to sleep. And then you wake up again and you're like, no, I've got to do this. And then you're like, oh. I have seen Inception, yeah. I went to see it at the cinema when it first came out. Gerry, what are you doing? I think I have seen it once since as well. Is this a sign that your molt really is coming in? Is it bothering you, baby boy? Poor little guy. I wonder if he starts feeling itchy when his molt comes in. I wonder if it tickles. What was I going to say? But yeah, dreams are... No, don't unravel the boy. No. Yeah, dreams are funny little things. I'm hoping that we've got 2 guest episodes coming up in February. And I think we might have one lined up for March now. So I'm hoping that means that, because obviously we just had a lot of just Kirsty and I this year. But yeah, I'm hoping that eventually we're getting to having like an equal split of whatchamacallit. Thank you for the follow. Is Kirsty guest starring on Comfort Zone? Yeah, she's joining Riddian's podcast. He's finally said we can come on. And Gerry, would you like your banana? I know you literally just settled. Poor little guy. My birthday is in February, so I look forward to it. Got a lot of Oh, you actually took one each. That's nice. Banana noises. There's nothing left, Fifi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was just that one slice. Praise Gerry doesn't grunt more over Nana. Funnily enough, it's one of those things that he doesn't really ever grunt over. It tends to just be pellets. He doesn't even really grunt over greens. It's just like pellets and treats are the things that he'll get like very excited for. Food, he tends to just oh, Gerry. He just tends to start eating. You got sleep in your eye, Fifi. There we go. There we go. There's a couple of films coming out. Well, one's already out and another's coming out on the 9th, I think, that I'm excited to see. It means a couple of cinema trips, which is nice. Bye bye, Max. Have a lovely lunch. But I'm hoping they are good. Alex basically wants to see pretty much every film because it's whatever award season at the moment, so he's like going through the lists of all the films and wants to see them all, whereas I'm a bit like, there's a lot of films I don't mind not seeing. But I do want to see Iron Claw when it comes out, the new wrestling movie. Though it does look like it's going to be very depressing. And All of Us Strangers, I think it's called. That's the one I like to see. The one with the sexy Andrew Scott. Might go see Argyle. That looks like a real popcorn movie. I think the last time I went to the cinema was before COVID. Really? I guess there's the second Dune, which I'm not that fussed about because I hear that they're not very nice to the worms. And that was like my favourite part of the first one, was just the worms. Supposed to be a fake popcorn movie. No, you get like popcorn movies, you know, like your Marvel films. Yeah. I guess big action, less thinky. Those sorts of films. I think of as being popcorn films. That being said, I do have popcorn at literally every film I've not seen the June popcorn buckets. No. I'm expecting I go to not be a great film, but a fun film, aka a popcorn film. Yeah. I mean, I popcorn film is in no means a derogatory term. Sometimes you really just want to go and see a popcorn film. They are good. Good. Because then at least you don't feel bad when you're like you go to crunch a popcorn and the scene suddenly goes quiet and you're just like, uh-oh. Do I just let it go soggy in my mouth or do I attempt to crunch? I think the last film I went to see was The Boy and the Heron. Have I been? Oh, no. It was Godzilla -1. That was the last film I went to see. That was good. Oppenheimer was not a popcorn film, and I had popcorn for it. Big mistake. Oh no. I love going to the cinema. I do appreciate that it's like not for everyone. Your popcorn nice after the trailer. I literally, I will put the popcorn on the floor until the BBFC screen comes up. Because otherwise, I would eat them throughout the trailers. So like BBFC, as soon as that comes up, you know, mild threat, 12A, then I'm like, okay, popcorn time. Go see the Emma Stone one. Oh, Poor Things. Alex went to see that the other day. Didn't sound like my sort of thing, but people seem to have enjoyed it. My girlfriend got some fancy popcorn for Valentine's. Ooh, I never watched the one with Mickey Rourke. No, I've never seen that one. I saw The Flash, which was awful, but it was still a fun cinema time. Yeah. In our thingy, in our cinema, we tend to get a very respectful crowd. But then again, it's because my favorite cinema is very quiet. So maybe I remember I went to one, oh, what was it? Is it an Odeon? Arnhill, can you remember what brand of cinema it is that's across from Waterstones on, is it Union Street? It's across from the galleries, and it's either like a View or an Odeon or something like that. But either way, I went to that one because we got given like a voucher for that particular brand of cinema. And it was awful. There was literally just like people running up and down the aisles and stuff because they were bored. Just like it was not good. It is Odeon. The one in Cabot closed down, didn't it? The Showcase Deluxe. That one, which is sad. I saw so many films there, and then all of a sudden it was just gone. The one next to Lidl, yeah, that one was not a fun time. I went to see like a really quiet, sad film there, and it just it really ruined it. I can't remember what it was. You saw Detective Pikachu in that one. It was so bad. No, my favorite cinema is the other Showcase one. That one's really nice. That's a good cinema because it's like further out of the center, so it's a bit quieter. But it's still like a big. It just reminds me of my cinema that I went to growing up, which was the one in Stevenage. It's like same sort of location, same sort of size, same sort of screens. It's just really good. That's the one, Rob, is the Showcase Avonmeads. Do you know the guy who does the really weird Star Trek drawings and other drawings called Jim Will Draw It? It's his favourite cinema. So we tried it, and now it's just become our usual cinema. But it is really good because the other ones are like the Watershed doesn't sell popcorn, and the Everyman sells too much stuff. So the Showcase Avon Meads, or Avon Memes, as it is called on its Twitter account, that's just the best one. Give them one into one. But yes. I've lost bunnies again. Maybe I move. Maybe today I move to Bunny. Here we go. Gerry, you've been discovered. My local cinema is pretty overpriced, really comfortable though. So the Everyman, it has like the seats are sofas, which I guess is nice, but they sell like lots of hot food, and I don't mean like, you know, nachos or something that you can sort of eat without looking at it, although I'd still question that. They sell like just like full-on meals, and it's just so intrusive. If you're trying to enjoy a film, like I know some people say that they don't like the smell of popcorn, but I feel like popcorn isn't as intrusive as Bean. No, sorry, no, not Bean. There was something else I wanted to say to Bean. Like burgers and stuff, and big saucy things. Beans on toast. Yes. Do you call the big chain cinemas, or wait, do you? The one I go to is a chain cinema, but it's not one of the big chains. It's not really a local chain either. It's just a chain. But Fifi, do you want to come away from the poo area? Yay! Bean, I was wondering if you had ever... I don't have anything for you, Fifi. I'm so sorry. I've got your hopes up. Have you ever heard of Fantasy Forest Festival in Cheltenham? Because I don't know, I just got the feeling you might enjoy it when I was looking at it the yesterdays. When I saw it the yesterdays, you have not, you should check it out. They do teapot racing. And there's a lightsaber academy. And there's something else, I can't remember. A guy called Major something. Morning, Pastel. How you doing? But yeah, check it out. It looks sort of cool. I'm thinking of going. They have a sea shanty band that I really want to go and see. I'm calling you a nerd, but I want to go too. The teapot racing looked really good. But yeah, well, I guess I should head off. What is the name of that guy? Major... It's something like Major Malfunction, but it's not. I can't think what it is. Major Plot Hole? What is he called? That's going to bother me now. I'm going to have to look at it again. Shall we go to Clyde? Go West Mark? Oh yeah, because it's Fat Sack Friday. Major Blunder. Thank you, Palin. Thank you. Major Blunder. And it's got... Why is this everything leaving my mind? The guy with his fighting trousers. Professor Elemental. Thank you. Yeah, it's got Professor Elemental, who I think you would like Bean. I don't know why. I was looking at the website and it was just saying Bean to me. Oh, it's because there's literally a coffee stand called Bean Peddling. That's why I was thinking of you. Anyway, I hope you all have lovely days. And at 2, I will be starting a new playthrough with Kirsty and Rithian of Stardew. The hip hop guy, Professor Elemento, he's going to be there. I really want to go. But yes, everyone look after yourselves, and I will, I'm going to go and have some crumpets, and then I will go to the office, and I will, play Stardew. I've run out of, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. My brain left. Beans and crumpets. Yes. But yes, everyone have good, be fun, eat food, joy. Thank you. Bye-bye. Jerry's gonna say a few words now. Oh, Fred is gone. Okay. Good. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.